Hey, welcome back, low carb family. Hope you all had a great week. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. And please make sure you hit like and you subscribe and share this video. And then you'll be notified the next time I have an update on my journey. I will share my amazing results near the end of this video. But first, I'd like to acknowledge that today, May 2nd, 2024 is my 2-year keto anniversary. That's right, I've been doing this for 2 years. Not always perfect, but hanging in there and doing pretty well. So I just want to tell you all it can happen, that you can do this, you can hang in there, and you can live this lifestyle. Not just a diet, but a way of eating for the rest of your life. So I'll stick a picture in here that will show you what I looked like back in 2022 when I weighed 273 pounds. Okay, so as you can see, quite a difference from that picture to now. I know what you might be thinking, that that's great and all, but you still have a lot more to lose. And I would say you are right, but let me tell you about all of the benefits I have gained along this journey so far. I am no longer on pre-diabetes medication. I am no longer on blood pressure medication. I am down to taking only a fourth of a pill for my heart rate lowering medication, and my heart rate has been beautiful, so I believe before long I'll be completely off of that medication. I am down to almost being off all of my medication for acid reflux. I'm still taking like a half of a pill a day, and I plan on just weaning that down, and I'm going to be medication free. I mean, I never thought that. Y'all, I am 54 years old. How many 54-year-olds can you say that you know don't take some sort of medication for these things that I just mentioned? So, I would say that all of these things are either healed or almost healed. And other things that are gone or almost gone are painful bursitis in my hips. So painful that I used to have to go and get cortisone shots in my hips because the pain was so bad. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't walk, I couldn't sit. No problem with that. This diet has changed that. Um, I no longer have tendonitis in my wrist. Um, it used to hurt really bad. I had cortisone shot in there as well, and I have not had to get that in these 2 years. I also have arthritis in my lower spine, and that has, I would say, went away 99%, which is pretty awesome. I would say every once in a while, and it's usually if I've eaten something that I shouldn't have, then I'll have some pain in some of these areas. I would say, plantar fasciitis, it is almost completely gone. Weekly headaches, I'm serious, y'all. I was a major sinus problem sufferer. I went to the doctor several times for sinus infections, and I would say I haven't been treated for one of those probably in, oh my goodness, a year and a half. Here I am about to sneeze, but I'm sitting outside. I do have allergies still. And I no longer have symptoms of sleep apnea. So all of these things are gone or almost gone. So in my 2 years on my low carb journey, I have focused on trying to keep my total carbs, not net carbs, but my total carbs. And if you've done a keto diet before and you tried the net carbs and you're thinking it didn't really work for me, trust me, that didn't work for me either. Counting total carbs has worked for me, so I would urge you to give that a try. So I am trying to keep my total carbs at max of 20 to 30 per day. And I don't freak out if it's just a couple over or if it's under. If it's under, I even do better. So 20 to 30 total carbs a day. Then I have done in this 2 years a couple of elimination diets, like the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, carnivore-ish kind of diets, which in fact is what I have been doing for the month of April, my own version of an elimination diet, mostly meat. And so I will give you the results from all of that as well. Dr. Ken Berry calls this way of eating the proper human diet. And as you can see from my results, all of the things that are fixed or nearly fixed in my body, I am 54 years old, and I am not lying when I say I feel better at 54 than I did at 34. I feel so much better. I wish I felt this good way back then. What a life that would have been. So I cannot stress and encourage people enough to make this change to eating this way. It's totally more than about the weight loss. I think all of us with a weight problem, we start out doing whatever diet we choose, keto, carnivore, whichever it is. We all start out with the weight loss goal if weight is our problem. But on this diet, it's the only time I've been able to change my way of thinking to where it's not about the weight, it is about the health benefits. It is about the way I feel. The way I feel right now is incredible. I can go out and take a walk around my block, not have pain, not be out of breath. In fact, I look forward to those walks. They are really, really good. Pardon, there's a van going by right now. I'll wait just in case it was loud. So, like I said, I wished I ate this way back when I was in my 30s. So, if you want to feel healthy, energetic, have stamina and endurance to do all the things we have to do in our busy lives, whatever that looks like for you, I would say just please look up Dr. Ken Berry, goes the van again, Keto 101 videos, and you will learn all you need to know to get started on this way of eating. I encourage you to get started and get on your own health journey. I'm very interested to hear what you all have put down in the comments. I want to know about your journey. I want to know about your successes, your failures, your struggles. And I thank you all so much. You know who you are. You're always on here encouraging me and thanking me for sharing. And I want to thank you back. Thank you so much. And I'm saying that's been pointing out to me that I do say a lot in my videos, but I am not a professional speaker, so you just have to forgive me and bear with that. So I want to get to the good stuff now. The results from my April challenge. So April 1, my starting weight was 228 pounds. My ending weight, it's actually May 1st, yesterday, I weighed in 214.3. So that's a total of 13.7 pounds in a month that I have lost. That is usually great numbers for somebody just starting a diet, but it is really, really great numbers for somebody like me who's been doing this for 2 years. So just tweaking my diet a little bit and eliminating some cheese and some cream and staying mostly meat, having some keto chow, that has worked for me this time. So I want to stay as close to that as possible since it seems to be working. I am not promising I'm not going to have cheese. In fact, I can promise you probably tomorrow night I will be having some cauliflower pizza because I haven't had pizza in a month, and I do sometimes treat myself to cauliflower crust pizza. So that's going to be happening. So, as I mentioned at the beginning, I weighed 2 years ago 273 pounds. So I'm down today a total of 58.7 pounds. That may not seem great to some of you, especially since I am still a larger person. I still weigh 214 pounds and I am 5'1", so I still have a ways to go. But the difference with this and any other diet that I've ever done, in fact, the only time I ever lost more weight than that was when I was in my early 20s and I took, I believe it was called Adipex weight loss drug. And yeah, it worked, but I also starved myself and I was very unhealthy. So any other diet, I've done Weight Watchers, I couldn't tell you how many times, Nutrisystem, Atkins, none of those diets ever got me to this point, and none of those diets helped me maintain and keep the weight off. And that is what has worked for me. Even though I think my lowest since I started this, the whole keto thing, I think I got down to a total weight loss of, I think it was like 66 pounds maybe. I'm at 58. So, I gained a few pounds here and there, especially over the winter. But I was able to maintain any other eating lifestyle I've ever done. I have put all the weight back on really quick. So this has changed my whole way of thinking about food. Sometimes I'm still one of those people, I do like to have a treat, but my treats on the regular are something very, very keto friendly, low carb. Where I get off track is usually holidays or vacations or events like that. And then I am definitely a sugar addict. So when I have sugar or too many carbs, it doesn't have to be in the form of sugar. It could be real pizza or it could be potato chips or French fries. And then that leads me on a spiral. And then I get this terrible, terrible thinking, oh, well, I've already had this. So now for the rest of the week, I'm just going to enjoy, you name it. And then I enjoy it. And then I'm off track. And then I got to get myself back on track. But even though that has happened, let's say in 2 years, let's say a total of 4 times, maybe 5 at the max. So never on any other plan have I been able to stick to it. Let's say 95% perfect. Just had a bug land on it. So, I don't need to be perfect, but I just need to be making progress and I need to stay healthy. I will do a video probably maybe the end of next week or so, because Monday I have a doctor appointment and I will go for blood work. I have not had blood work done for a year and my doctor didn't even recommend it. Now, my doctor used to always recommend every 6 months blood work. But since my last blood work was very good, just had a few little things that were like minimum, he was fine with me waiting a year. So I am going to go see my doctor and then I'm going to have blood work done Monday and I'll let you all know how that goes. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So along with the weight loss and telling you about what I lost for the month of April, I also, for the very first time in this whole 2 years, I actually took measurements when I started my April challenge. And so I want to share that with you. So April 1, sorry, looked over, heard a neighbor. April 1, my waist was 47.5. May 1, it was 43.5. So 4 inches off my waist in 1 month. That's incredible. I measured my lower stomach because, let's face it, those of us that are bigger, that's where it hits us, especially if you've already lost some weight in the upper part, but we still got all this hanging down here. So I measured that just to see. So it was April 1, 53.5. And then May 1, it was 52. So 1.5 inches off of my big part, my lower belly. I'll take that. That's great. Now, these are the ones that are funny. My right arm was 14 inches, and on May 1, it was still 14 inches. I apparently need to do some arm work. Well, yeah, if you see that, I've got that going on. My left arm was 14 inches, but it ended up at 13.5. So somehow my left arm lost 0.5. I have no idea how. I probably measured wrong. Who knows? Um, Now, this I thought was really good, and I have upped my walking. I would say, almost doubled the amount of walking that I was doing since the weather started getting nice. So my right thigh April run was 24.5, and it ended on May 1 at 22. So I lost 2.5 inches on my right thigh. And then my left thigh was 25, and it ended at 23.5. So 1.5 inches off of my left thigh. I'm glad I did my measurements, and I would encourage you, if you're going to start, whether it be a challenge or tightening up your diet or just starting keto or carnivore for the first time, get the Taylor's tape and measure yourself. And then if you're just starting, check it in a month or check it in 3 months, whatever, because I lost a total of 10 inches off my body in 1 month. Now, it sounds kind of unbelievable, especially because what was I eating? I was eating lots of fatty red meat, lots of bacon and butter and sausage and eggs, ice cream almost every night made out of keto chow, lots of good meat, chicken and chicken thighs, and did I say bacon? Lots of bacon. And I lost, what was it? 13.7 pounds and 10 inches off my body eating those foods. Now, does that sound like a diet? No. But has it worked? Yes. And not only, let's go back to the fact it is not only about the weight loss, it is about your health. And I am telling you, I feel so good. And I want you to feel good too. So please, please, please just jump in and try it. You will not be sorry. Now, I will tell you, don't try it for a week. Don't try it for 2 weeks. Don't try it for 3 weeks. Try it for at least 1 month. 1 month. 1 month of your life, and then you might, 1 month from now, be sitting there like I am, and you might have some weight loss and some inches lost. But the best part is, if you're eating this way, you are going to feel so much better. Now, I don't know about you, but eating salads and grilled chicken, a little bit of green beans, that ever made me feel like this. You need the foods that are going to make you feel this way, and avoid the ones that don't. So, I am extremely pleased with my results and plan to keep my diet as close to this as I can. Yes, I might have some cheese, but I've been trying to have a plan with this, and I think my cheese is going to be more on an eating out or only certain meals. I don't need it for every meal. So that's going to happen. And then the heavy cream. Now, this is one that gets a lot of us, carnivore side people too. I know heavy cream is one of the things that everybody deals with. Good thing about being on the keto side of this is keto chow. And thank you, Joe and Rachel from Two Crazy Ketos, for telling me how to make coffee creamer out of my keto chow, because that's what I have been using for the whole month of April, and I am continuing to use that because I feel better when I don't have heavy cream every day. So check that out. I believe they have a video. It's very simple. And then I'm hoping to be back on a weight loss losing streak. It is getting to be summer soon, and lots of walking and activity. So hopefully that will help a lot. I will stick in a picture here in just a moment to compare with my before picture, so you see what I look like now. All right. hopefully you could see the difference in the two, and not just the difference in the weight, but the difference in the way I feel physically and mentally. Hopefully that shows through in my pictures. And I just want to thank you all for your encouragement, and thank you for joining me on my low carb journey. I love you all. Have a great week. Bye.